Hello and welcome to week 8. Guess what? You've got another new video lecture. This one is called Natural Disasters and How Humans Make Them Worse. I have the link to the video there and I have the PowerPoint in there. I highly, 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 highly recommend downloading the PowerPoint. Don't just open it, but download it because there's embedded videos. There are hyperlinks to news stories. But the videos I think you might want to watch. And you can only watch those if you download the PowerPoint. So there's just a little bit of embedded videos, but there's a lot of embedded news articles. Some are old, but a lot are new. Um, so I would recommend watch the video first and then see if you want more information and then download the PowerPoint and do that. There is also a link. Hopefully it still works. I checked it a couple of months ago. I didn't check it recently. So it's a documentary called Save the Farm. And I find it a very powerful documentary. It's only about 30 minutes or so long, but it is about an urban farm in LA where it shows pretty much what all this is based on. It shows where humanity can do something wonderful, but then how humanity comes in and knocks it down. Basically all in the name of money. And that bothers me because we can't breathe money. We can't eat money, you know? And not everybody has the same amount of money. So I highly recommend watch Save the Farm. If you have any social justice in your bones at all, watch it. If you care about people at all, watch it. If you want to see how we can do better, watch it. It's really good. Um, but this week, pretty much, you just have this video. You've got your discussion. You've got the optional video for natural disasters and how people make them worse or how humans make them worse. You've got your quiz and the link for Save the Farm. I think last week was the first week I attempted for the discussions where I didn't give you the link to the news article. I just gave you the links to the PDFs, and I hope that helped clear up some of the confusion. What I want to point out here is I've made another adjustment where I tried to put in bold and purple the two things that most people seem to be missing in their discussions, which is tell me what you think. This is not just a place to do a summary. I don't care about summaries. The task at hand is not to summarize. You are supposed to answer the questions. You're supposed to read the articles. You're supposed to tell me what you think about it. You're supposed to tie it all together. A lot of people are missing the tie it all together. And a lot of people are still trying to use the stupid AI crap. It's annoying. Please stop. Um, I try to give you as many points as I possibly can. I really do. There's a grading rubric. That's why I have the grading rubric. So even if you say stuff I myself don't agree with, you're still going to get the points if you covered the material the way you're supposed to cover the material. I am commenting to most people's discussions. If you do not see feedback that I have written to you, then that means you were just straight up bare minimum. You didn't say anything that jumped out at me. I didn't feel the need to comment. If you said something phenomenal, oh yeah, I totally comment on that. If you say something that is not accurate, I tell you. A lot of people are losing a lot of points because you're just waiting till the last day. A lot of people aren't replying to anybody. You are supposed to post before 10 p.m. Wednesday night your initial thing, which is supposed to cover everything. And then you're supposed to come back and have a discussion with at least 3 other people. We have consistently had people who do 2, not 3. Doesn't take much more effort to click on one more person. You want the points. There are people in this class who are getting extra points on every discussion. I give out extra points like crazy if you just do some extra effort. Trust me when I say the people who are going that extra mile at the beginning of the term, it really pays off by the end of the term. So please, 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 please actually do your job as a student and do the discussion properly. Quit wasting my time and your classmates' time with the AI generated replies. If you are so lazy and are missing the point of why you're taking a college course that you feel the need to use AI, make sure you read what it answered. Make sure what you're about to turn in actually still answers the questions. Make sure you're commenting on both of the articles. And that does not mean a random quote from each article. That does not mean summarizing the articles. I need to know that you read them. Convince me you read them. I have been teaching for over a decade. I know BS when I see BS. If you make enough of an effort to BS, a lot of times I'll let it slide. But if you're doing a lazy BS, no, you're not getting crap from me. Make the effort. It's tedious to grade all of these discussions. You might find it tedious to do the task, but look at how many people are in your class. And I teach more than one class. I have to read all of these and grade them all. Make it worth my time. I don't mean write an entire essay. I would prefer it to be like a conversation. But you have to answer the questions. You have to do as you're told. Do not give me any more summaries. Pretty soon, I'm going to adjust the grading rubric that states simply put summaries, and it will be 0 points for that because I'm tired of it. I might be adjusting the grading rubric to cover, well, I actually kind of have it in there where you don't really say anything because that will cover most of the AI stuff. I'm never going to straight up tell somebody that they used AI because none of those scanning programs are accurate. I get dinged to sound like I'm from AI because of the very specific way that I speak a lot of times. But when what you respond with doesn't make sense, the sentences are not even grammatically correct, and this is a college course, that's a problem. So please, your discussions need to actually look like you wrote them and that you answered everything. So please, 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 please remember to tell me your thoughts on it, your opinion, and that I can see the positives and the negatives. That doesn't count. You have to be, I feel poof. If you've never given a chance, you've never taken the chance to think about it, this is your job with the assignment. It is okay to not have had an opinion, but you have to research enough to formulate an opinion, state said opinion, and back up your opinion. That's what you are supposed to be doing in your discussions. So please do that. I swear there was other stuff about the previous discussion that I was going to cover, but I can't for the life of me remember now. So we'll just leave it at that. We are at midterm, so your midterm grades will be posted, and some of you will be shocked. Some of you are going to email me and beg and plead for me to reopen, and you're going to give me 8 million sob stories because believe me, the past 2 weeks, can't tell you how many I've gotten. So if I have seemed a little disconnected when I have responded to the pleas for extensions or reopening or any of that, it's because you are not the only person who hasn't done something. That's why I've had all these reminders, everything's there, and I have extra stuff built in. I do not reopen assignments. That is clearly stated multiple times. I highly suggest make sure to know where the syllabus is and how to find the syllabus. If you need help with that, go back to the very beginning of this course in the announcements where I have a welcome video. And I show you that. And I show you all the stuff that's in the syllabus. Where I was going with this for the midterm grades, if you don't like where your grade is when you see your midterm grade, just know you can pick it up. I have had people who were failing at midterm And they did a complete 180 and they started actually doing their job as a student and turned everything in properly, actually made an effort, went a little bit above and beyond, started getting even more extra credit, and still ended with an A. I purposely have my courses set up so you can have not learned your lesson and then at midterm had it shocked into you and then you fix it. But the responsibility is on you, the student. I have a very firm rule on not reopening, and I will stand by that rule. And yes, there are a lot of reasons. But reach out, reach out if you're afraid. You're like, oh my gosh, I know I just straight up came up with 8,027,000 different excuses, but I never bothered opening the week's file every single week, even though you told us to do it, even though it was in the announcements. I thought I was smarter than everyone and I would just click on the button. And since nothing showed up, I thought I didn't have to do anything. And now I realize, oh crap, I've got a lot of zeros. What can I do? Feel free to email me with that. Be honest, own it, and I will walk you through what to do. And then if you follow directions, you'll still be okay. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Next week, I plan to have something set up to cover more about that paper you're working on. But that's it for right now. So, yeah, I guess that's it. Peace out.